Welcome to Paris in the winter of 1879. The Seine is frozen and solid, a testament to the harsh beauty of this historic moment.
The cold became so intense that even the Seine River froze solid. For the people of Paris, this was only the beginning. Snow fell for days without stopping. The streets disappeared under thick white layers. Horse carriages struggled to move through the frozen roads. Gas lamps flickered in the icy wind, barely lighting the dark streets. Inside the houses, water froze in bowls overnight. Windows were covered with frost, even in the middle of the day.
The winter was relentless that year. Inside, it was barely better than the freezing streets.
Markets closed. Factories stopped working. Workers had no choice but to stay home in the cold. Along the Seine, the river slowly turned into ice. Boats were trapped in the frozen port. Paris had not seen a winter like this for generations. While the cold spread across the city, not everyone suffered the same way. In the wealthy districts, fireplaces burned day and night. Families gathered in warm salons, drinking wine beside the fire. But in the poorer neighborhoods, winter meant survival. In small attic rooms, the cold crept through broken walls. Some families burned their own furniture just to stay alive. In Belleville and the eastern districts, hunger became common. Long lines formed in the streets, waiting for a bowl of hot soup. The winter of 1879 did not only freeze the river, it revealed the deep divide inside Paris. Paris lay silent under the snow. Streets, roofs, and the frozen river disappeared beneath the white winter. No one knew that the worst was still to come. By January, the Seine began to freeze. At first, small pieces of ice drifted along the river. Then the surface slowly hardened, day after day, as the cold refused to leave Paris. Soon, the ice became thick enough to hold weight. People stepped onto the river carefully. Vendors set up small markets on the ice.
Is this the best price?
It is the winter price.
Workers crossed the river on foot, instead of by boat. Families walked together where water once flowed. Some even played and laughed, as if winter had created a new world. At night, the frozen river shone under the lamps. Silent, beautiful, and dangerous. Then, in January 1880, the temperature suddenly rose. The ice began to move. Huge blocks broke apart and drifted down the Seine. The current pushed them forward with terrifying force. They crashed into the bridge piers again and again. The river started to rise. Water rushed between the ice, faster and stronger each hour. People watched in fear as the bridges began to shake. Some feared they would collapse at any moment. Across the city, rumors spread quickly. Crowds gathered along the riverbanks. Paris felt the danger growing. The war had begun, and no one knew how far the disaster would go. Without warning, the ice dam finally broke. Massive blocks shattered and rushed down the Seine. The river exploded into motion, faster and more violent than anyone had seen before. Water flooded the quays. Bridges trembled under the odour of the ice. But the city survived. When the water finally fell, Paris was changed. Stronger, colder, and forever marked by that winter. Today, as we stand by the Seine, it's hard to imagine that this place was once a frozen landscape. Sunlight reflects on the water, and the cafes are filled with visitors. History does not stay on the surface. It lives inside the stones, the bridges, and the streets.
Real Paris is not only about romance and beautiful views. It is a city that has survived cold, disaster, and rebirth. I'm Candice. See you next time.